ओम गुरुवे नमः। हरि ओम। Namaskar. Uh, we are continuing with the story of Savitri. Uh, we had started off with her conversation with Yamadharmaraja in the last session, where you've seen how very nicely she interacts with Yama, wherein Yama is very pleased with him, pleased with her, and grants her one after another. He grants her three boons, and she asks two boons for father-in-law, wherein she asks that his eyesight be restored, his health be restored, and in the second boon she asks for his kingdom to be restored. And the third boon she asks for her father, wherein she asks that let my father have 100 such sons who will extend his progeny further, extend his dynasty further, right? Who will produce grandsons, sons, and grandsons, so that the dynasty continues. So, as you notice, one thing about her, she asks only one boon. She's been because Yamadharmaraja says ask a boon, and she only asks one, and don't ask for the life of Satyavan. That has always been Yama's condition, and Savitri fulfills that very clearly. She doesn't ask for, and she says such beautiful points to Yama that he's pleased. She's talking about righteousness, how good people should behave, what is the importance of good company, holy company, sadhu sangama, okay, and what is the greatness of Yama himself, how he ensures that order and there is order in the system, in the universe, etc. Right? So, in the last one, so we will continue further what happens. This is the most crucial part of this entire story. Uh, Most important compared to whatever has happened before, whatever has happened after. What we are going to cover now, that is why Savitri's story is immortal. Why we still, talk about her, because now we see how she protects her husband's life and rescues him. Right? It's a very interesting part. I hope you are clued in. As usual, we'll start with a short mantra. I'll be reading out the Hindi text, and I will then translate in English. So it should help both the Hindi listeners as well as English listeners. Yeah. Okay. ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ महागणपते नमः। ॐ बृहस्पति। So we were in the 39th, we had finished the 39th shloka, and uh, as usual, after giving her boon, uh, Yama says, राजकुमारी तेरी यह कामना भी पूरी हुई, अब लौट जा, तू रास्ते से बड़ी दूर चली आई है, निर्वतम दूरम ही पथस्तमागता, you have come too far, you have come you have come too far, I have satisfied your boon, now return back, you have come too far. So such a nice line she says over here, na durame tan mama bhartra sannido मनोहिमे दूरतरम प्रधावती. So she says, in Hindi, let me say that first. भगवान, मैं अपने स्वामी के समीप हूँ, इसलिए ये स्थान मेरे लिए दूर नहीं. ना दूर में तन मम भर्तृ सन्निधो. I am near my husband. I am in the company of my husband. So this place is not far away for me. I mean, where would I be but with my husband? She has said that earlier also. Wherever my husband is going, or wherever he is taken away, there I will go. That is Sanatana Dharma. One of the definitions of Sanatana Dharma in this chapter, amongst I think 2 or 3 such definitions. भगवान, मैं अपने स्वामी के समीप हूँ, इसलिए स्थान मेरे लिए दूर नहीं है. मेरा मन तो अभी और दूर तक दौड़ लगाता है. My mind can go even further if required. आप चलते चलते ही मेरी कही हुई ये प्रस्तुत बातें पुनः सुने. Now that as we are walking, here one more point or one more short something from my side. And she is setting up to please Yamadharmaraja again, and hopefully get another boon. Yeah. One incredible thing is she doesn't know whether Yama will give any more boons. He's already given three, right? And yet she has been following Dharma. First father-in-law, then father, then only will she ask something for herself or for her husband. If her husband was alive, then probably she would have asked straight away something for her husband. But Yamadharmaraj is very clearly said, you will not ask anything for your husband. You will not ask your husband's life. Other than husband's life, what else will she ask for him, right? So, um, so she says, she continues, and here she gives the point why he is called Dharmaraja. Okay, देवेश्वर आप विवस्वान सूर्य के प्रतापी पुत्र हैं, इसलिए विद्वान पुरुष आपको वैवस्वत कहते हैं. आप समस्त प्रजा के साथ समता पूर्वक धर्मानुसार आचरण करते हैं, इसलिए आप धर्मराज कहलाते हैं. So she says, O Lord, you are the son of Vivaswan. Vivaswan is another name for Surya or the sun god. You are the son of Vivaswan, right? Hence, the scholarly people, the learned people call you Vaivasvata. Vaivasvata means the one who has come from Vivaswan. आप समस्त प्रजा के साथ समता पूर्वक धर्मानुसार आचरण करते हैं. समेन धर्मेण चरंतिता प्रजा. So with you are fair to everyone, basically, and you follow the righteous path. You do what is right to everyone, right, without any favor, without any fear of favor. I mean, obviously Yama will not fear anyone, maybe barring Lord Shiva himself, but without any favor to anyone, he is fair to everyone. Okay, and that is why he is called Dharmaraja, the king of righteousness. मनुष्य को अपने आप पर भी उतना विश्वास नहीं होता है जितना संतों पर होता है, इसलिए सब लोग संतों से विशेष प्रेम करना चाहते हैं. Now she says that people in general, or humans, they don't have as much trust in themselves as they trust saintly people, good and noble people, right? That's why everyone has great love and affection towards the saintly people. Why is she talking about saintly people? Because just now she had called Yama as Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja means someone who follows the niyama and dharma, who does the right thing, right? And saints always, the noble people always do the right thing. Okay. सौहार्द से ही समस्त प्राणियों का एक दूसरे के प्रति विश्वास उत्पन्न होता है. सौहार्द means it comes from the word suhrida. Hrida means heart, right? So having a good heart, having good feelings towards everyone, having friendliness towards everyone, right? Like an openness, or an easiness that you are there. You are not an unapproachable person. You are a very friendly person, and you deal with everyone with affection. So when someone behaves in this fashion, then trust is built between people. Only by friendliness and good feelings towards each other will you be able to establish trust. Otherwise, one will not trust someone else. If you feel that the other person is not friendly, not good natured, you will not feel like trusting that person, right? संतों में सौहार्द होने के कारण ही सब लोग उन पर अधिक विश्वास करते हैं. Now, because these saintly people have this good virtue of friendliness in them, where they behave with affection and good feelings towards everybody, that's why people trust them. What is she indicating over here? That you are a saintly person. and I trust you. I trust that you will do good for me, and you will. I can trust you for that regard. Okay. So Yama is obviously very pleased with this, and then he says, कल्याणी तूने जैसी बात कही है वैसी मैंने तेरे सिवा किसी दूसरे के मुख से नहीं सुनी है। शुभे, तेरी इस बात से मैं बहुत संतुष्ट हूँ। तू सत्यवान के जीवन के सिवा और कोई चौथा वर मांग ले और यहाँ से लौट जा। So he says again, Yama is very pleased. He says, and he says to this much extent that what you have said, I have never heard something like this from anyone else. So I'm very happy with you. Okay, very happy to have this conversation with you. So hence, apart from Satyavan's life, you ask me any other boon as your fourth boon from me, and then leave, go back. So now is the very important boon that Savitri asks. Savitri Vacha. Mamatmajam Satyevatas Tatau Rasam Bhavet Ubhyam Iha Yat Kulodvaham Shatam Sutanam Balavirya Shalinam Idam Chaturtam Varayami Te Varam. It's Anushtup Chandas sounds so very nice, rhythmic, right? Great, Ved Vyas ji. I mean, such beautiful lines you write, which even reciting it gives great joy. So, मेरी और सत्यवान, मम सत्यवत तथा, दोनों के संयोग से, भवेद उभ्याम यहाँ, कुल की वृद्धि करने वाले, कुलोद्वहम, बल और पराक्रम से सुशोभित, बलवीर्यशाली नाम, 100 शतसुताना औरस पुत्र हो, यथौरसम, यह मैं आपसे चौथा वर मांगती हूँ. So by me and Satyavan, of us coming together, by us coming together, give us such 100 sons, right, of mine and Satyavan, right, such sons who will further our kula, our lineage, right, who will further our lineage, expand it further, and who are full of power and valor, who are, because we are talking of Kshatriyas need to have, they are kings, they need to have bala and parakrama. So that is what she asks for. Okay. So Yama replies, Shatam Sutana Balavirya Shalina. Exactly her words. The same thing he says. But something he doesn't say also. We will notice that. Shatam Sutana Balavirya Shalinam Bhavishyati Preeti Karam Tavabale Parishtramaste na Bhavan Nirpatmaje Nirvata Duram hi Pathavastamagata. I mean, in the end, he says the same thing, you have come too far. But before that, he says, तुझे बल और पराक्रम से संपन्न 100 पुत्र प्राप्त हो गए. So you will get 100 sons full of strength and valor, जो तेरी प्रसन्नता को बढ़ाने वाले होंगे, who will increase your happiness, right? But he doesn't say with Satyavan and all that specific thing that she has asked. Okay, so hence the story would continue. Rajkumari, अब तू लौट जा. O Rajkumari, now return back, जिससे तुझे थकावट ना हो, so that you don't tire out. तू रास्ते से बहुत दूर चली आई है. You have come too far, my dear. Please return. So Savitri says, again she is going back to a tried and tested strategy of saying some good words, right? And pleasing Yama with good things. There's nothing wrong in it. She's not trying to trap him or anything over here. She's doing what she has figured out will help. Her focus is to get her husband back, but in the proper righteous manner, because she is dealing with Yama Dharmaraja, and even otherwise Savitri is a very righteous person. That's why Yama is very happy with him, right? So what does she say now? सत्पुरुषों की वृत्ति निरंतर धर्म में ही लगी रहती है. The saintly people, their vritti, meaning they are habitually always involved in righteous acts, or doing or living their life in a righteous manner. श्रेष्ठ पुरुष कभी दुखी या व्यतीत नहीं होते. The noble people, the great, excellent people, they never become sad or miserable. Why? Because they are following dharma, and that gives a kind of fearlessness, and hence you are not affected that much by sadness and all that. सत्पुरुषों सत्पुरुषों का संतों के साथ जो समागम होता है वह कभी निष्फल नहीं होता. When excellent people have company with the holy people, then that company never is fruitless. It is always giving good fruit for the society. श्रेष्ठ पुरुष संतों से कभी भय नहीं मानते. The good people, the noble people, they never are afraid of the saints. Right? They always want to go and spend time with the saints. On the other hand, uh, an uh, an immoral person, a wicked person, first of all, he will not be interested in being with saints, and secondly, he may have fear because they are full of wickedness and evil inside them. They see threats everywhere. While a good, noble person, he recognizes, oh, here is a saint, and he is completely at peace in such a company. श्रेष्ठ पुरुष सत्य के बल से सूर्य का संचालन करते हैं. The excellent or noble people are so great in the sense because they are adhering to the truth. They are sticking to the truth. They are able to even, basically they are able to create order everywhere. She says literally here, सूर्य का संचालन करते हैं. How the sun moves through the skies, the movement of the sun and all the planets they can govern. Basically she means they can keep the order and system properly working. संत महात्मा अपनी तपस्या से इस पृथ्वी को धारण करते हैं. राजन सत्पुरुष ही भूत वर्तमान और भविष्य के आश्रय हैं. So the saintly people, by their austerities, is this earth sustained. See, all the saintly people, they are never doing anything for themselves. They are doing it all for the good of the world. Imagine like a scientist who is, say, discovering some new medicine for the benefit of the world. The saints are something like that, much more, in fact, in the spiritual sense, right? सत्पुरुष ही भूत वर्तमान और भविष्य के आश्रय हैं. So hence these kind of people, they are the ones who because of whom we have a past, we have a present and we have a future. श्रेष्ठ पुरुष संतों के बीच में रहकर कभी दुख नहीं उठाते. The excellent people, good people, noble people, they never feel miserable or sad while being with the saints. Okay. यह सनातन सदाचार सत्पुरुषों द्वारा सेवित है. यह जानकर सभी श्रेष्ठ पुरुष परोपकार करते हैं और आपस में एक दूसरे की ओर स्वार्थता की दृष्टि से कभी नहीं देखते हैं. So this eternal system that we have, Sanatan Dharma, right? This is essentially sustained by the good and noble people, the saintly people, right? And they always try to do good for others and they don't try to see selfishness in everything. What is in it for me? Like there's the modern lingo or dialogue. What is in it for me? Why should I do something? What is in it for me? But our ancients were not like that. They will look for doing good without any expectation of return. That is what Bhagavad Gita also says, right? Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So you do your actions, don't expect any reward. You don't expect that I will get something good out of it personally, right? So that is what the kind of behavior these saintly people have. सत्पुरुषों का प्रमाद कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाता. सत्पुरुषों का प्रसाद कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाता. So the noble people, whatever they give, right, the fruits of their actions, it never goes for vain. It is always of good use. वहाँ किसी के स्वार्थ की हानि नहीं उठानी पड़ती और ना मान सम्मान ही नष्ट होता है. So there is no, the world doesn't have to pay for. If you see today, we have so many leaders, so many people who almost everyone acts in a selfish manner, right? We exploit the earth for our own benefit, right? And that depletes the earth. It pollutes it and so on and so forth, right? And then we have ego and all that. Okay, why should someone stop me from doing what I want, etc., right? So with saintly people or good people, this kind of problem doesn't exist at all. because they don't try to exploit anything, don't try to want something for themselves, and they don't really have this ego trip, and hence they are not trying to get at anyone else. ये तीनों प्रसाद अर्थ और मन संतों में नित्य निरंतर बहते बने रहता है, इसलिए वे संपूर्ण जगत की रक्षा करते हैं. सो द सेंटली पीपल always try to give something and something valuable, right? And they are not really worried about their own personal status or anything like that. Because of this, the entire world is protected by them. Okay, so obviously, wow, this is probably one of the longest that she has said till now. So Yamraj is very happy, and now again he will say, take one more boon. But now notice the words he uses. How is it different from what he has said before, right? यथा यथा भाषसी धर्म यमोवाचा यथा यथा भाषसी धर्म संहितं मनोनुकूलं सुपदं महार्तवत् तथा तथा मे त्वयि भक्तिरुत्तमा वरं वृष्णीष्व अप्रतिमं पतिव्रते. सो यमराज बोले, पतिव्रते, जैसे जैसे तू गंभीर अर्थ से युक्त और सुंदर पदों से विभूषित मन के अनुकूल धर्म संगत बातें मुझे सुनाती जा रही है, वैसे वैसे तेरे प्रति मेरी उत्तम भक्ति बढ़ती जा रही है. अतः तू मुझसे कोई और अनुपम वर मांग ले. सो ही कॉल्स हर पतिव्रता. For the first time, if you notice, he calls her Pativrata, meaning someone who is steadfastly following the duty towards her husband, towards her married life, right? So he has recognized her now as a Pativrata, and this is Pativrata Mahatmya we are talking about. The kind of serious, thought-provoking, fully meaningful, and very nicely worded statements that you are making, right, which are very pleasing to the mind and which are as per dharma, right, as per righteousness. So as you keep on saying this thing, I am becoming devoted to you. He's a god and he's having devotion towards Savitri, that wow, what a lady is this, who is doing such good, who's having such a nice brain of wisdom about her. अतः तू मुझसे कोई अनुपम वर मांग ले. So hence, O Pativrata, ask me for one boon. And now notice, he is not mentioned Satyavan के जीवन के सिवा. That is, other than Satyavan's life, ask me for something. He has not mentioned that word. And Savitri is obviously very quick to notice it. So she says, सावित्री ने कहा, मानद, आपने मुझे जो पुत्र प्राप्ति का वर दिया है वह पुण्य में दाम्पत्य संयोग के बिना सफल नहीं हो सकता. ओ लॉर्ड, यू हैव गिवन मी द बून ऑफ हैविंग 100 sons, but without being together with my husband, that is not possible. अन्य वरों के जैसी स्थिति है वैसी इस अंतिम वर की नहीं. The other boons that you gave, they are standalone. You could do, my father-in-law can get his eyesight, his kingdom, and my father can get sons, whatsoever. But here there's a dependence on something else, right? So here, this boon is different from the previous one because there is a dependence on something else. इसलिए मैं पुनः यह वर मांगती हूँ कि ये सत्यवान जीवित हो जाए, क्योंकि इन पतिदेव के बिना मैं मरी हुई के समान हूँ. So she says, hence I request, O Lord, that please restore the life of Satyavan, because in any case, without him, I am as if dead. So what you said, I will get sons, I will become happy and all those things. What happiness am I going to get without my husband? And then very beautiful lines that she says. In Sanskrit it sounds very nice, so nice. Na kamaye bhartra vina krita sukham, na kamaye bhartra vina krita divam, na kamaye bhartra vina krita shriyam, na bhartra ina vyavasami jeevitum. Okay. So she says, पति के बिना यदि कोई सुख मिलता है, भर्तृ बिना सुखम, तो वह मुझे नहीं चाहिए. I don't want that. Without my husband, if I'm gonna get some happiness, I don't want that. पतिदेव के बिना मैं स्वर्गलोक भी जाने की इच्छा नहीं रखती. विदाउट माई हस्बैंड आई डोंट इवन विश टू गो टू स्वर्ग. पति के बिना मुझे धन संपत्ति की भी इच्छा नहीं है. विदाउट माई हस्बैंड आई डोंट वांट टू एंजॉय एनी वेल्थ एंड प्रॉपर्टीज और व्हाटएवर. अधिक क्या कहूँ, मैं पति के बिना जीवित रहना भी नहीं चाहती. विदाउट माई हस्बैंड, व्हाट मोर टू से, विदाउट माई हस्बैंड आई डोंट इवन विश टू लिव. आपने मुझे आपने ही मुझे 100 पुत्र होने का वर दिया है और आप ही मेरे पति को अन्यत्र ले जा रहे हैं. यू ओनली हैव गिवन मी द boon of having 100 sons and you only are taking my husband away. Then whom will I have 100 sons with, right? मैं वही वर मांगती हूँ कि ये सत्यवान जीवित हो जाए. Hence I again ask this only boon, that this सत्यवान should come back alive. इससे आपका ही वचन सत्य होगा. By this your only boon will come true. Your previous boon of giving me 100 sons, it won't come true without this. तवैव सत्यम वचनम भविष्यति. That's the point. So मार्कंडेय जी कहते हैं, युधिष्ठिर, तदनंतर तथास्तु कहकर सूर्यपुत्र धर्मराज यम ने सत्यवान का बंधन खोल दिया और प्रसन्नचित्त होकर सावित्री से इस प्रकार कहा. So then this is a, by the way, conversation, don't forget, between Markandeya and Yudhishthira. He is telling the story, Markandeya Rishi is telling the story about Savitri, right? So he tells Yudhishthira, so then Yama says tathastu, may it be so, let it be so, whatever you've asked for, let it be so. Saying thus, he released the son of Surya, the king of Dharma, Yama. He released the life force of Satyavan, which he was holding in that pasha, right? In that noose that he was having, that life force, the jiva of Satyavan was trapped in that. So he released it. And then Prasanna Chitokar, with great happiness, he is not like unhappy, oh, this Savitri has made a fool of me, anything like that. He is very happy because this is a good example for ages to come. So he knows this, these great beings, they know the importance of whatever is happening, right? So, so Prasanna Chitokar, with great happiness, he tells Savitri, भद्रे ये ले, मैंने तेरे पति को छोड़ दिया. कुलनंदिनी, तूने अपने धर्मार्थ युक्त वचनों द्वारा मुझे पूर्ण संतुष्ट कर दिया. हे साध्वी, यह सत्यवान निरोग सफल मनोरथ तथा तेरे द्वारा ले जाने योग्य हो गया है. सो आई हैव granted your husband's life. I have released him. O Kulanandini, meaning one who does good for, who brings happiness to her lineage, right? By your great statements, which are full of righteousness and wisdom, right, and good values, right, you have fully satisfied me, right? So hence the Satyavan is now Nirog, he is without any disease. Safal Manorat, meaning whatever is the desires which are there will be accomplished, right? And you can take him away now. ये तेरे साथ रहकर 400 वर्ष की आयु प्राप्त करेगा. He will live with you for 400 years. यज्ञों द्वारा भगवान का यजन करके ये अपने धर्माचरण के द्वारा संपूर्ण विश्व में विख्यात होगा. So by doing a lot of sacrifices, which are the righteous acts, right, towards gods, and by living a very righteous life, he will be, along with you, he will be famous all over the world. सत्यवान तेरे गर्भ से 100 पुत्र उत्पन्न करेगा और वे सभी राजकुमार राजा होने के साथ ही पुत्र पौत्र संपन्न होंगे. This Satyavan. So now he is very clearly stating, Satyavan has been released. He will live with you for 400 years, and you will have sons with him. So 100 sons who themselves will also have progeny after them, sons and grandsons. तेरी ही नाम से सदा उनकी ख्याति होगी, अर्थात वे सावित्र नाम से प्रसिद्ध होंगे. They will be famous by your name. Your name is Savitri, so they will be called Savitra. तेरे पिता की भी तेरी माता के ही गर्भ से 100 पुत्र होंगे. Your father also will have 100 sons from your mother. Okay. वे तेरी माता मालवी से उत्पन्न होने के कारण मालव नाम से विख्यात हो गए. Because your mother's name is Malvi and they have been born from her, they will be known as Malava. Probably the place Malwa is related to this. I don't know for sure, but could be. तेरे भाई मालव क्षत्रिय पुत्र पौत्रों से संपन्न तथा देवताओं के समान तेजस्वी हो गए. So they will also have, they will be righteous kshatriyas who will have sons and grandsons, and they will be as brilliant as the devatas themselves. सावित्री को इस प्रकार वरदान दे प्रतापी धर्मराज उसे लौटाकर अपने लोक को चले गए. So after giving this boons to Savitri, Dharmaraj returned back. Okay. I think after maybe taking her some way towards her husband's dead body. यमराज के चले जाने पर सावित्री अपने पति को पाकर उसी स्थान पर गई जहाँ पति का मृत शरीर पड़ा था. So after Yamraj leaves, Savitri goes to that same place where her husband's dead body was lying. So the further ones we will cover in the next session. So this was the most important thing. You have seen how Savitri gets her husband back. This is the critical part. Now the later part, how Satyavan revives and then what happens next, etc. And some learnings are there from the entire story. It's not like the learnings are over. There are 4 more learnings. So be glued on to the next few sessions as well. We'll have maybe 2 or 3 more sessions. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience and namaste.